Right, I just wanted to see if I can do a video of the cold start rattle for the ad. Sorry about the wind, it's quite noisy here at Heathrow. We'll see. 2 keys. So open the bonnet. Fiddly with one hand. The mighty V8. So, see if we can get this rattle for you. So it's hardly discernible. There is a slight rumble. But that's it. That's all it is. So as I say, hardly noticeable, but it is there. You say, just give it 20 seconds or so to warm up. And once she's, as you can see now, she's dropped down to idle. Running lovely and smooth. So there we go. That's it. That's all it is. That's the extent of the rumble. Show you the radio while we're here. Some missing pixels there. If we were to go to the clock, 24 hours. There's obviously some missing pixels there. As you can see, just some missing I mean, it's still usable, still readable. That's it. Yeah, as I say, she runs sweet as. You get that gorgeous V8. So no warnings on the dash. That's it. You know. Maybe while I'm here, I've got the video camera out, I can give you a bit of a tour. As I say, the driver's seat is bit warm from my fat bottom. A little bit of muck on the armrest, but the rest of the car is stunning. That's the LPG gauge down here. Rear seats don't even look like they've ever been used. There we go. Dashboard again. Door card. Under bonnet. There we go. Purring away sweetly there. It's a 3.5 litre N62 V8. Hopefully you'll be able to see some of the stuff on the video. So there we go. Scratches on the front edge. Lens is cracked. Stunning example of a car. It really will be a shame to see it go. I am in love with this thing. I know it's raining, but there is a scratch there. The stone chip there. And the boot. Bit of a rust patch there. And in the boot, it's the 90-litre tank. And because it isn't in the spare wheel well, you do still get a spare. Bubble on the wheel arch there. Gas filling point. Sunroof. There we go. She's a dream. She's a dream to drive, I have to say. Once inside, close the door, turn the radio down. There we go. It's quiet as a mouse in here, and we're under the flight path at Heathrow. Obviously, it's the BMW business system, bass, treble, balance, fader, etc. Down here, little cubby box, ashtray, glove box, another storage compartment there. There's one down here as well. There we go. Air conditioning all works, dual zone climate control works. It's just a lovely car. Right, and talking of driving it, I'm going to be heading home. On the way, I'm going to see if I can detect any wheel wobble that someone's asked about. I'll catch you later. Ta-da! I thought while I was here in a large private car park, I'd actually do a little video of a quick drive around the car park, just to show you how smooth and quiet it is. So you are currently at a standstill. We're in drive, and take the foot off the brake, and away we go. Very, very quiet, very, very sedate. Hardly hear anything whirring. Sometimes get a little throaty growl from the V8. Just wait for the gentleman to get out of the way. She goes around corners beautifully. She handles beautifully. Over a speed bump on one side. No horrible knocking. throttle, and she girds her loins and off she goes. Right, there we go. Right, I shall pause the video here and go through the, let's open the windows, power windows and everything. Let's wait for this guy to go through. So much power, and I even got a bit of wheel spin there. You saw the traction control light flashing on over some large speed bumps here. Again, no knocking, no banging around. It's just an absolute wonderful drive. Go out onto the main road, well, a bit of the service road. Sorry, I'm getting a bit of glare off the road there. But, let's let this car ahead go a little way ahead. Pity I'm only recording this on a mobile phone sort of thing, otherwise you get there we go, it's beautiful, and that's not even in sport mode. That's standard, that is, that's just normal adaptive gearbox driving mode. We push it across. We do have sport modes come up on the dash there, S, saying I'm in sport mode. What that does is that holds revs for a little longer. What I'm going to do is go round the roundabout. Do that run again. There we go. Now we're in sport mode. And what sport mode does is just quickens up the acceleration a bit. Holds the gears. We can go back into normal drive there. Just clip it across. And obviously we've even got manual gear shift, so we can change up and down at our own leisure. So now we're in manual second gear. It's difficult driving with one hand, changing gear and holding a video camera. Please don't see this. This is a private road, by the way. This is a private road. So still manual second gear at the moment. Going around the roundabout at the top of the road here. A couple of cars coming across in front. What we'll do is we'll slow down a little bit, let them get a bit of room. Doesn't look like they're going to get out of the way. Here we are holding 2,000 revs at the moment. 2,000 revs, and I'm hardly raising a voice. So let them get a bit ahead and floor it. To start slowing down now because he's getting close. There we go. We can push it back across, and now we're back into adaptive gearbox driving mode again. Such a pleasure to drive. It really will. I know I say it, but it really will be a shame to see this puppy go. Right, I'm now approaching the big roundabout at work at the Heathrow. So I'm going to sign off now. This is a public road. Ta-da! Just thought I'd do another video just as I'm driving. So I do apologise if all of a sudden all you see is various bits and bobs. I am concentrating on the road. But again, we're pootling along at, what was that, 30 miles an hour, just going over another zebra crossing, coming up to a junction, a roundabout. Smooth and effortless, this drive. Absolutely, and as you can hear, bone quiet in here. I'm not raising my voice at all. It's just a very, very nice, comfortable drive. So the traffic lights leading up onto the 316. gear changes are effortless, gear changes are smooth, no jerkiness, no nothing. It's just a wonderful drive. Now we're up onto the 316 here, doing just a shade under 40. Engine's barely ticking over at 1200 RPM at 45 mile an hour. I mean, it's just an absolutely effortless drive. Absolutely. There we go. Fingertip control steering. It's just a lovely car to drive. Fantastic. Again, we're just pootling along. Engine revs 1200 RPM, if that, doing just over 40. So there's no wobble at 40. We're now approaching sort of 45. No wobbling at all. Just going to slow down. The car's just pulled out in front. A little bit of a kick down just to accelerate a bit. There we go, we're at now just under 50. Just approaching up onto the M3, so we can open up a bit. 55, doing 1700 RPM. It's a wet, rainy, horrible day out there, which is what the noise is. It's wet roads. It's been a horrible day. We're at 55 mile an hour, climbing up a bit of a hill. There we go. No discernible wobble at all. It's what I'll do is I'll just get onto a nice straight bit, and I'll. There we go. Look. No hands, no wobble. 55 mile an hour. Let's do that again. One hand's holding the camera, it's my hand off the steering wheel. Just going to move, just drifting across the lane there. But we'll do that again. I don't take my hand off the wheel, no wobble. And that's just under 60. Accelerate now. A little bit of a shimmy as we go past 66 mile an hour, 67, bit of a shimmy there. Now up to 70, lovely. She will take you all up to 155, but that's not allowed on UK roads. So again, bit of a shimmy as you accelerate up past sort of 67, 68 mile an hour. But again, what I'll do now with what are we? Just a hair over 70. I'll take my hand off the wheel. There we go. Not a wobble, not a wobble, not a blip. Beautiful. So yeah, no, she drives fantastic. A little bit of acceleration there just to overtake someone. Yeah, she is a wonderful drive. What are we doing now? 70, barely registering, just over 2000 RPM at 70 mile an hour. Running on gas. Sun's coming in, it's quite low sun. There we go, beautiful car. Right, I'm going to enjoy the rest of my drive home. If you do decide to bid on the car or buy the car or whatever, she's wonderful. She's lovely. I love her. I wouldn't, if I had the space and everything, I'd keep her. I've always been a big fan of the 7 Series. This is my fourth one. This is she's a dream to drive, and on LPG you get that awesome V8 soundtrack, and you're only paying 70p a litre. It's fantastic. There goes another M3 just whizzing past there, silly speeds. So, right, I'm going to enjoy my journey home. All the best. Yeah, it's me again. I suppose one other thing I could show you is operation of cruise control. We're currently at 60. What we do is press the button there, we get the little green light, press the button on the steering wheel, and there we go. Feet off. Can't see that, it's dark. Feet off. There we go. What we can do is press that button, slow down. Press that button, and she speeds up. There we go. And off. So we just press that. There we go. Happy days. Oh, traffic. Well, standing traffic. M3. On an evening. I'll tell you what I'm going to do. Sport mode. Give myself a bit of a run. Sport mode. Indicate. And away we go. Beat the traffic. Why not? Come off onto the M25. See ya, suckers. V8, mate. Yeah, it's me again. I just can't stop talking about this car. Just thought I'd sort of show a little bit of just how quiet and smooth it is. It's getting dark now, so I might turn the lights on in a second. How smooth and quiet she is. Sort of on a country road. Let's turn the lights on. There we go. That's better. Yeah, pootling along, 40 mile an hour. Engine hardly ticking over. Glorious day out there with the rain. Fantastic. Yeah, she's just a wonderful, effortless drive. Coming up a hill a bit. There we go. She just kicks down. Again, all gear changes. Effortlessly smooth. Descending the other side of the hill. Breaking out into the sunlight as we go past all the trees. Change hands. There we go. See, I'm just gonna. Just an absolutely wonderful car to drive. As you can see, effortlessly smooth. No issues, no dramas, no problems. Just a lovely drive. Bad points, yeah, it's that little rumble when she first starts up. Give her 20 seconds to warm up. Rumble goes away, and as you can see, she's as smooth as. Runs on LPG, and it's just such a lovely drive. Coming up to some windy bits now. And being BMW, you know, she's incredibly well balanced. She really is. Handles all these corners with absolute no issues at all. They obviously put the battery in the boot. It's not the fact that there's no space under the bonnet. It's just obviously to even out the weight distribution. Battery goes in the boot. That's the way BMW do things. They don't compromise, and they don't shirk on the driving experience. I know they use the term ultimate driving machine, and they're not wrong. I know it sounds like I'm bigging this car up and everything, but she's just a wonderful car to drive. If I didn't have 3 cars, of which I can only keep a couple of, this one would be the top of the list. But I'm a Range Rover fan, and I get my Range Rover, and so it's great regret, but this one just has to go. So a lovely day, lovely drive. Okay, we see. So we've had a little tour around the car park at work. We've had a bit of a drive up onto the A316. Just past a police car there. And then we had a bit of a black down the M3 just to see if there's any wheel wobble, wheel shake or anything, which there isn't. And now we're on a little country lane, so just idly pootling along. It's just the right car for every occasion. There we go. It's in, what's that, 40 mile an hour, little over 1100 revs. Coming up, just got to slow down a little bit. Coming up to a corner, bright sunshine here in the winter. Oh, that is really bright. Yeah, that's really bright. I can't quite see what's going on. Yeah, there you go. You see, there we go, cruising along 30 mile an hour. Engine literally just doing 1,000 revs. Literally just doing 1,000. Let's see if we move the camera a little bit. Get a better view. Coming up to some traffic now. That sun's really bright. There we go, you see now. Coming up to a little stop. Oh, it's just a wonderful car to drive. It really is. Right, that sun's getting quite bright, and I'm going to have to start trying to concentrate now. It's that, as you can see, that is it's really bright, that sun. Yeah, it's me again. There we go. One final video. This is I'm now back at home. Engine's still running. Made it home. Oh, it's now just ticked over 137,004 miles. But yeah, now I'm home. Thought I'd take this opportunity to get you out, give you another wander around the car after a run. You can have a look. But, there we go. There she is. Certainly can't go wrong with her. She's a wonderful little car, and it really would be such a shame to have to see her go, but unfortunately she does. There we go, on the tail end. And just for one last measure, now we're home. There's that lovely V8 again. Just absolute dream and a pleasure to drive. Enjoy. And as I leave to walk up to the house, can't help but one last video. Just one last look, because walking away is terrible. She's lovely.